Hey everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft. Welcome back to the channel. Today's process video is my take on last month's Jumpstart Sketch Challenge from the ScrapRoom. And I know it's the December challenge, so the December challenge is already closed. But at this point, we're in the middle of January, so they've got a new January Jumpstart Sketch Challenge for you guys to play along with. So head on over to the ScrapRoom. I'm not getting paid to tell you this. I'm not compensated by them in any way. I just really enjoy their sketch challenges every month. And there is a prize, so if you do participate, you're automatically in the drawing for a really cool scrappy prize. And they're also a store. So they have a lot of cool stuff like page kits and things that you can purchase too, which I think is really fun. So anywho, and it's kind of like supporting, it's like you're supporting a local scrapbook store because that's basically what they are. And then if you go to their Facebook page, you can play along with all the challenges. So anyway, this is my take on the Jumpstart Sketch Challenge. And I know you saw the finished layout already in my layout haul video if you watched that earlier this month. But this is how that all came together. So the original sketch, which I'm sorry I don't have it here in this video, but you can go back in the blog archives for the ScrapRoom and find it. But it had 4 circular elements essentially, and then a bunch of embellishments. I think one of the elements was strictly a title and embellishments, but I decided I was going to do 4 elements and have 4 photos on each one. So I took a piece of dark brown cardstock from my stash, and I had these photos on my desk waiting to be scrapbooked with this doodlebug down on the farm collection. And the photos are from a dairy farm tour that my Girl Scout troop did over the summer. And so, that's why some of the faces are washi taped out in the photos. But also that's why I'm using this cool farm collection to go along with those photos. And I'd already used the farm collection for other layouts as well. So this is kind of me trying to use up all the rest of the bits and pieces, or use up as many of the bits and pieces as I can. I think I actually got a second page completed with the leftovers from this layout. So then I'm totally done now with the Down on the Farm collection. And if we have any other farm or animal pictures, I'm going to need to buy some more scrapbook stuff. All right, so the pattern papers, I actually had 2 sheets. I don't think they were full 12 by 12. I think they've been cut into like once or twice. So I took those since I had the most of those patterns, and I did 2 circles of each. And I'm using my Creative Memories circle cutter to measure out the circles and cut them. So the big pattern paper circles, I can't remember the size, but they're obviously very large. And then I'm going to do almost like a photo matting of a circle pattern paper in a smaller size, and then the photos are going to be even smaller than the matting. And I love the Creative Memories circle cutter system. Sometimes I don't like having to move the blade around manually because it can be a little bit tricky and everything has to be like right in place just so, but it does come with that. I think it comes with a cutting mat. Maybe you have to buy the cutting mat separately. I don't know. It was a gift to me, so I got all the circle blades and everything and the cutting mat together. But the cutting mat does make things a lot easier, and obviously you want to have something underneath your photos and your paper, otherwise you're going to cut into like your table or whatever's underneath. So the cutting mat is kind of essential. And it's like a plastic, it's not glass. Although I guess you could try to use a glass mat with this, but I've never done that. I do have a glass mat, but I use that for other things. So anyway, so basically how many circles did I cut? 4, and then 4 within those, so that's 8, and then the photos are another 4, so that's 12 circles that I cut. And this made it really easy to do that. So the pattern paper circles, did I already adhere them? I think I did. So now I just need to kind of figure out the placement for all the other circles. And like I said, the patterns, the second patterns that I cut, they're supposed to be like a mat for the photos, but I'm going to kind of offset a couple of them. So I don't want it to be like circle within a circle within a circle. I want things to look a little wonky and to be a little bit off, because I like how that just adds some visual interest, makes things kind of feel like there's some movement or whatever. And for some things, I'm going to pop them up on some foam tape just to give some added dimension. I'm adding a ribbon down here that also came in this Doodlebug collection. The collection that I picked up was like a page kit pack. And so it had a bunch of elements. It had a bunch of paper. It had some alpha stickers, some sort of like puffy stickers, I think it was a 3-dimensional sticker and then flat stickers as well, and then the ribbon. And so I really like the sort of kit because it just puts everything that it thinks you could possibly need together in one, and then you just buy it. And I think it was maybe like $20, somewhere between like 20 and $25, and I got it at scrapbook.com. So yeah, so because I have the ribbon, I'm like, I should probably use it. And I'm actually using the Elmer's glue tape runner, and that works really, really well for ribbon. I think I might keep that thing around, even though the adhesive squares are kind of my preferred go-to for scrapbook adhesives. I think I'm gonna keep the glue tape runner and just always have some of that available for doing ribbon or very, very thin strips of paper, because the adhesive squares can sometimes be difficult with that, and then you can like see the adhesive squares through the ribbon sometimes, and it's such a pain. And then sometimes like the glue dots don't stick to the ribbon. Really annoying, but I like the glue tape runner. Let me know in the comments what you guys use to adhere ribbon when you use it on your layouts. So now I've got some other stuff stuck down. I'm working on the second section there. This, like I said before, this is really me trying to use up as much of the kit as I possibly can. So I'm obviously picking a cow sticker because it was a dairy farm, and all of these photos are of the kids petting the cows or learning about what happens on a dairy farm. They actually got to see where the milk goes and how that's processed. So we learned a lot. And then I have a separate layout using some other photos from that. The farm also had goats, and so the girls got to pet and feed some of the goats. So that's a separate layout, but again, using more of the leftovers from this kit. It's really interesting when you go through the ScrapRoom challenge album in their Facebook group to see how different everyone's layouts look. I really just love that because they give you this sketch, but it's called Jumpstart Sketch Challenge for a reason, because it's just supposed to like jumpstart your creativity, and then you can kind of take it wherever you want to go. So because I had some ribbon down at the bottom, I'm going to add some more of that ribbon up at the top, using it in a different way. At the bottom, I kind of wrapped it around the photo. Here, I'm just using it like as I would a paper strip or a border sticker. And then I'm going to add some embellishments to go on top of that. Now, I am not using the alpha stickers that came with the kit. Well, I use them a little bit on that bottom right cluster. I spelled out the word moo, but they're brown, and my background paper is brown. So I knew they weren't going to show up. I needed something a little bit brighter, but that was still sort of the same color scheme a little bit as the pattern papers in this collection. So I had 2 sheets of Doodlebug alpha stickers lying around. I mean, Doodlebug, the Down in the Farm collections from Doodlebug, the alphas are from Doodlebug, so they still match. One of them is that light blue color, and then one of them is orange. I really wanted to just use the orange, but I didn't have enough of the letters that I needed, so I just combined them, and so the blue spells out farm, and the orange spells out the word tour. Somehow, I have used up all of the Y's on both of those sticker sheets, and every time I sit down to scrapbook, it seems like every title word that I want to create lately has a Y in it. And then I look at these amazing alphas. I love that style. And I'm like, I can't spell this word because neither one of these have any Y's left. I don't know what's going on. Why am I using so many Y's? Why are there only 4 Y's on a page? I need like an ultimate sticker alpha book, which let's be honest. Do I have other alphas? Yes. I actually have a whole Simple Stories alpha sticker book that needs to be used up. I barely put a dent in it, and I've had it for several months. So I could have used that. I actually do use that Simple Stories sticker book on the goat layout that I end up creating. And you'll see the goat layout when I do my January haul video, because I made it in January. I think that was the first layout that I made for the new year. So anyway, now I'm throwing in some more stickers. And even though we didn't see ducks, we didn't see pigs, I'm just throwing them on there anyway because they're part of the sticker sheet. They're part of this collection. And like I said before, I just want to use up as much as I can from this collection. I mean, I put a red barn on there. The dairy farm, there's no red barn. They don't have a traditional red barn on their farm, but I put it there anyway just because. And I'm also adding in, I think, some enamel dots that were also out on my desk. I'm going to have to do a ScrapRoom tour that's on my list of scrappy goals for this year, to give you guys a scrap room tour. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not going to like do much cleaning or try to make it look pretty. I'm literally just going to show you where I work and what my space looks like. And then hopefully you guys will give me some tips on things that I can do. We'll get to it when I make that video. Let me make the video first, and then I'll ask for your help and advice. All right, so I'm adding a hand-drawn border, and I'm using my white jelly pen that I got from Michaels. I'm sure you can buy them on Amazon as well. But I find that pen, the jelly, I think they spell it Jelly, or maybe it's a Gel. I don't know. But it's the jelly pen, and it works really well, better than any other white pen I've ever used. So I just did a hand-drawn border because I felt like the background was kind of plain, and I wanted to sort of add a little bit of something in the back there. And then I will also grab some Tim Holtz Distress Oxide spray so I can do a little bit of splattering, because of course you got to have splatters. And if you're looking for a way to really zhuzh up the background, especially if you're using a solid color cardstock, the splatters are the way to go. All right, there are my little enamel dots, and I'm trying to do a collection of 3 on each of the 4 circles, but doing them in a different way. So maybe they're all in a line, like they are next to the title on that first cluster. I think I have them kind of going around with the circle of the of one of the photos on one, and then here's the color. I chose a yellow because I knew it was going to be nice and bright against the brown. I think it's the speckled lemonade color, which is probably my favorite. I use it so much. Let me know in the comments below what your favorite Distress Oxide color is, and maybe I'll have to add it to my collection if I don't already have it. And also, just thanks for watching this video. If you like it, hit that subscribe button, give it a thumbs up, ring the notification bell so you don't miss out on other process videos, and I'll see you guys next time. Happy scrapping!